What's going on, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Highland Scotties Sports Talk here, and this is our custom player recruitment special, as we're taking a look here at some of the recruits that you guys have submitted to us, and we have gone out now and we're going to put them in our pool of players for this upcoming season. This recruit this season, but hopefully we can get them to be a part of next year's team. Now, the rules are, of course, you have to be 75 overall or lower. You can't go above 75. You can be any position you want to be, and of course, we want this stats and stuff like that to be more realistic to what a player of a freshman caliber player or blue chip or whatever you want to call them would come into. So we got a couple players here. Well, this is not the list of the players that we have going here. This is actually the current list of people that are coming in to our team for this recruitment wise. And of course, the recruitment is going to change here. We're going to move around some numbers here between now and the first video coming up here for the first week 1 of the Notre Dame game. But of course, we want everything. We want things to be, somewhat realistic. And of course, the most important thing is to have an interesting backstory to some of these players that you guys are or that you guys want us to recruit. And we had some pretty good ones last year. We had several names or several players from last year that I just could not add on to this list of players that we have. So I kind of used some of the players from last season, and of course I added some players of my own that I think that would be very interesting to have on here and be a part of when it comes to building a team with this team builder here. Of course, team builder is down. It sucks that we can't have a decent team builder here to help us out. Because I know more and more people now are really excited about this team builder here, and are having team builder. And of course, there's rumors saying that there's a possibility of NCAA coming back to the new gen, or maybe even to the next gen stuff, like the PS5 and stuff like that, which will be coming out here in about another year. I'm hoping another 2 years from now. To me, I think personally it's too early to have a new console out there. But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll have one at least come up on the or the PS4 soon. I know there's one out there that's been I think it's like what is it? It's crowdsourced right now. People are putting money into it. Gridiron Champions, I think that's what it's called. But of course, this year, they're teasing us with Madden 20 with a possibility of playing for a college school, and so we're gonna, that's a possibility. We could possibly see an inkling of things we could do in college in a college football game. And you know, playing this game, it just I mean seriously, like NCAA is like one of my favorite games to play, and I really enjoy playing this, especially this series here, because it's personal. Because I mean, this is a school I actually went to, even though it's a JUCO school. It's kind of fun making them to be a Division I school, and of course, you know, I guess unrealistically, I don't see them winning the national championship in the second year of existence, but you know, it could have happened. I wasn't really expecting this to happen. I was trying to make the overalls lower than I possibly could. But then a friend of mine, before I started this series, a friend of mine, they were telling me like, hey, don't go too low because there's a bug, and it'll really ruin your, you know, your prestige. And so I try to have no prestige going into this, and now I think we're ranked, I think we are 2 or 3 star school. So, and I mean, at least with recruiting, it's been pretty realistic. I've been having on Heisman for recruitment. So we're not getting the players we want, but we are getting the players that can fill in here, like DeBrickashaw Barnes. This is a player that I actually created for this series here, and he's a middle linebacker from Overland Park, Kansas. So he's a freshman, of course, and we're trying to bring in some help here for next year, because next season, when it comes to our defense, especially our secondary, it is going to be something, to say the least. So yeah, the Brickashaw there, from Overland Park, Kansas, really talented kid, smart guy here, and he is a type of player. He, at least talking to him, he wants to stay close to home. He is a mama's boy. He loves staying close to. He wants to go to a school close to home. Other schools that could possibly be looking at him is K-State, KU, and of course Missouri. So those are schools that we're going to have to battle for, especially when we do eventually, hopefully at some point here, we'll get to the Big 12 conference. These are, you know, this is a battleground area for us to deal with. So we might as well just go ahead and get into it now and start battling for his chance here to play next season here at Highland. So that's one of our young players here. Take a look at some of the you know, I added some stuff here. I'm going to try to, actually, one of the things I am going to try to do is here, we're going to be a school that's going to be, I know on our jerseys we don't have the logo on there. I don't think we do, the Nike logo, but we are going to be a Nike school. So a lot of the guys here you'll see coming up in the upcoming season here will have a lot of Nike gear. And I'm gonna change the helmets to a specific type of brand. I don't know. I like the Rev. If there's a brand that you think we should have, or you know, you should just let me know down below in the comment section, and because you know, convince me. You know, give me a good convincing on why we should be you know, with that type of brand of helmet or whatever. What is your favorite guys type of brand of helmet? Let me know down below. I might have a poll or something up here. You guys can click on there, and from that, that could be a consideration of weighing in on what our helmets could be for maybe for next season. I know this season, I think I'm going to try to use the Revolution helmets. I really like those helmets. I don't know why, but they seem like helmets that I think I wouldn't mind playing in myself. Let's go to Mikel Lampkin. I think I said his name correctly here, from Falls City, Nebraska. He's actually he actually knows Hunter Cannon. He's went to school with him, and he's hoping to be a part of the of this family here at Highland, as he is one of the guys here that's we're going to try to recruit here. And trying to look at his notes here from him about who he is. And Falls City, Nebraska, 6'1", 185 pounds. He's a free safety there, and really talented kid. Got some good strength, got excellent strength, speed, acceleration, and of course awareness. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for talented and knowledgeable type of players that know what they're doing on the field, especially when it comes to man and zone and press coverage. He is 75 all the way around in all three of those categories there. So he is definitely going to be a young man that we're going to be really trying to pursue here. He's going to be definitely part of our players that we're going to be looking at and put on our board here, because like I said, we need some help in the area of free safety. Now, I will let you guys know right now, because we already talked about how you guys can be a part of this. We're also I'm just saying this for the series, but we're also looking for some players that are two-way players. They can play offense and defense, but remember, they have to be within I'll fudge the number some a little bit. 80 is the max. 80 is the max if they're going to be a two-way player. So if you guys have a two-way player, remember, don't leave it. Don't leave. I want to know their attributes and all that kind of stuff and what they're going to be wearing. But send that to me through an email, through my email here through ESGNet on Gmail. I'll leave a link there to my email address where you guys can send that to. But that's the email down below that, so I want you guys to send that to me so I can read those, and then that's how you guys can submit. If you guys did this from last year, you guys already know how to do it. But for the new people, there'll be an email address down below. Send that all that information on those players that you guys want on next year, or for the board for next year, and submit it that way. So in the future, that's how we're going to be doing that. I think like I said, I did it last year. Going to do it this upcoming season here, and that's the best way to really get a hold of me, through the email, stuff like that. Or if you want to, you can send it through an instant messaging. I don't know if we can do instant messaging on here anymore, like a direct message or something like that for YouTube, but do it that way, because I can see that. And usually stuff like that from YouTube, it really goes straight to my phone, so I can look at it right then and there. But like I said, we want you guys to submit some stuff in here, and of course I can only put in 20 at a time. I try to at least put in. I can't put. I try not to put all 20 in, but at least anywhere from, I don't know, 10 to 15 players go in. I try to go on there, just depending on how long it takes me to put those in. So, the more I don't know, the more the player looks like, it takes a lot more time for me to really get it down to where how you guys want that player to look like. But most importantly, I want you guys to put some creativity behind your players, the background of your players. Like Ramirez here. Ramirez, he is from, I missed out where he was from there. Take a look at my notes here. From Nevada, Iowa. He's a tight end, 6'3", 235 pounds. Not much known about him. He is a baseball player. He played baseball. And he's a two-star athlete there in Iowa. And we're hoping to get more footage on him. He didn't really start playing football until his junior year in high school. Other than that, he's actually, I should take that back. He's a three-star athlete, playing football, football, baseball, and also track and field. He threw the shot put. He came close to breaking the state record on that. So big ups to him, and we're hoping to see him out there on the field for us next season. So that is Mr. Ramirez there, who we're hoping to be one of our future tight ends, as Hunter Cannon, this will be his last season possibly with us. And a lot of people are saying that he got a good shot here. If he stays healthy, can be a Heisman contender, which would be really nice. It'd be nice to have 3 people going after the Heisman for us. But our Heisman Trophy winner from last year, Kason, of course, he is now back, and he's going to try to see if he can be a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, just like Archie Griffin back in the day. And so we'll see how that goes for Kason, and of course Flanagan, and of course Hunter Cannon, who is considered a dark horse for the race for the Heisman this year. All right, let's go to our next player here that we are going to look at here, and I believe it is Andreas Aguilar. He is a defensive tackle, and he is from Iowa. And oddly enough, for a big guy his size, 6'4", 285 pounds, he loves playing the sport of soccer. Now, normally you wouldn't see guys like this size. You know, I would think around somewhere around that 175, 185 type of size there. But he is a big soccer fan. He's a huge Chicago Fire fan. He says he's been to several games, and he loves playing soccer. But first and foremost, he says that football was always his love, and he wants to go to. He's hoping that he can go to the next level here in the college rankings. So there you see here, he's a big boy there. Like I said, defensive tackle there, so he's hoping that some of his feats from soccer could help him out. He said he would even go to the point of going, if he couldn't be a defensive tackle, which I find that hard to believe, he would go ahead and try out to be the kicker for next year. So he apparently has a good strong leg, and he's he has the ability to I think he's a leading scorer for his freshman team in high school. So he's well liked. Talked to his coaches there before in one of his games last year. Talked to several of his coaches, and several teammates said he's just a great guy to be a teammate with, and he's always got his teammates back on the field, on and off the field there. So that is great to hear and see, and we'll see how he goes there. Just take a look there, some of his numbers there. Of course, we'll since this video's been edited, or since it's been put up, his kick power and stuff like that, and accuracy is up there. I believe it's like around the 80s or so like that. So he's got a good leg. Apparently he's willing to play in this special teams there. Pablo Clemente, he's our next player here. He is from Jenkins, Oklahoma. He is a hang on, look at my unprepared today. Love outside linebacker there, and he's says he prefers playing left. 6'6", 275 pounds, and he's got decent speed for his size there, and also I believe around 70 there for his speed. Strength 85, and of course awareness 75 there, of course. So that's a good outside linebacker there who can read plays and knows what is going on. Block shedding is around 70, and play recognition is around like I said 75 there. So good stamina and good stamina, not to mention tackle, excellent tackler. He was actually last season talking to some of his coaches there. This is his senior year, and I guess the last two seasons he's not proud of this, or at least I hope he's not too proud of this, but he's actually broken 4 different quarterbacks' collarbones because of his tackling. So the coaches have kind of told him to kind of just tame it down some. So at least we know that he's hungry. He's willing to go after quarterbacks there. That is something we've been looking for here for a player that can terrorize the opposing quarterbacks and put pressure on them there. Hopefully, we don't see too many broken collarbones. I'm pretty sure you guys already came up with nicknames for him already here. Yeah, for the most part here, he's just one of these young guys. He's definitely a good run stopper there that could really help us out. Mateo Roberts from Maryland Heights, Missouri, outside of, I believe, St. Louis, Missouri. He'll be coming in as a freshman, and he's a left guard there for us. So got some little help there on the offensive side of the ball here. And that's something else we're going to be looking at. I have to check my note. I would check with the guys here on the studio, but I might have to look at it again. But I think I think next year we might be pretty solid there on the offensive line there. I don't think we have too many guys leaving. I know as the defensive side is going to be really tough for us, especially, you know, in the linebackers, and really in the secondary is going to be really tough for us. But here's a young man that could do some work here. Not much known about him, really, except for he's outside of St. Louis there. He can play both left and right, and he's also played tackle there too. So he can play pretty much everything, pretty much any position on the line there. Like I said, not much about him. We'll have to do some more research on him and see what he's all about. But Mateo Roberts there, you see his numbers there for a guard there. And again, that's someone that we can really help us out there on that, especially on the blind, depending on who's playing our quarterback next season, help us out on that blind side there for the QB there. So, yeah, cannot wait to see him. There you see his impact blocking at 80. Wow. So that's nice to see there. And of course, a guy that can stay on the field there and is not accident prone or injury prone there. And that's what we love to see. So nice to see that. And hopefully we'll see Mateo next season. Jesus Ruiz there from Mustang, Oklahoma. He's a strong safety. And again, not much about him here either. We do know he has great speed there, 94 speed, acceleration 99. This is definitely a guy that we really want to go after here for next season, especially for our secondary there. He could definitely be a guy that could start for us there in the strong safety position there and really make an impact there defensively for us. And that's what we need. We need somebody to come in here and really just from day one do some damage there. But you know, we'll have to see how things go here with recruiting wise. Oklahoma's looking at him, Oklahoma State, and then even because some other Texas schools there, Texas State, who will be playing here later on, and I believe SMU are some other schools that are going to be looking at him. So like I said, a lot of these schools that I've mentioned are going to be changing, and it just depends on what he feels like he can do, and feel like, you know, playing time and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's different X factors in there that will commence as we go through this process, and we'll see if you know, if he hopefully will come up to Kansas and play here for the Highland Scotties, the defending national champions there. So and that's what we gotta do. We just gotta win games to convince these young guys to, you know, to willing to come to one of the smallest schools in Division I, and you know, and put together something magical and historic here for them. So take a look there. Look at his numbers there, press, and of course man in zone, pretty decent there for a freshman coming in here for next year. But he can really, I think he'll make a good impact for us next season if he is with us here at as a Highland Scottie. And then final, last but not least, here we got one more, and we'll see Mario King. He is from St. Louis, Missouri, and Mario is a big big shooter fan. He's a big Call of Duty fan. He loves playing Call of Duty, and he is I believe one of the top players in the nation in esports right now. But you know, his you know, first love, of course, is being on the field there, and we'll see what he can do as an outside linebacker. He is going to be considered he played mostly, he's played both sides, both left and right, but he wants to go in as a right outside linebacker. He feels like that's where the strongest area he is, his strongest place on the field is for him. So he's going to try to go there. 6'2", 230 pounds, and like I said, just a big video game. And he says he considers himself just a nerd. He's the king of nerds there, and we'll see how that'll you know, come into play here. I think him and Hunter Cannon will probably get along with each other. They're both gamers there, and they like during their time when they're not on the field, play some video games there. I know, at least talking to Hunter, he recently just got Days Gone. He loves it. He was playing it during spring training, or during our the summer training there, as some of the players were coming back from for the new school year there, and I kind of mentioned about him. That was all he wanted to talk about. So I know him and Mario, if Mario's here next season, would definitely, well, I don't know, Hunter will probably be, I forgot Hunter will be gone by then, but might have a new Hunter Cannon here when it comes to video games here. But yeah, look at his numbers there. Great block shedding. Pursuit needs a little help there, but then your man, not that great at all, so that's gonna be a troublesome for him there, especially an outside linebacker. But his zone, of course, is pretty decent there, and of course his stamina and injury pretty good there also there too. So but that is your look at some of the players there that we have for this season, and that you guys recruited, and of course some I made for myself. But if you guys have recruits that you guys want to see for next season, let me know by just sending an email to that email link down there. I think it's ESG icons or whatever it is, on at YouTube or at gmail.com. Not for sure. It's in the link down below. Just highlight that and send it to that email address. I want to know the player's name. His well, I have a thing down there below you guys can look at on the description there. It tells you exactly what I want to know from about this player, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and stay tuned for the first game of the season. Yes, it's going to be these guys right here, as the Highland Scotties will take on the number 10 Notre Dame Fighting Irish there at Soldier Field. First game of the season in a neutral site. It should be a fun game. I cannot wait to see if Highland can repeat and go back to the national championship. That's it for this episode of Scotty Sports Talk. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that bell notification if you guys want to be notified of when this series or any other series here on the channel is up. And as always, follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for the latest news and events on when videos are coming up, and everything that you guys need to know about sports gaming and in sports in general. Thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.